Dorothy Lynn Dix was an author, teacher, and reformer. Dix was well known for her advocacy for the disabled and her efforts on the behalf of the mentally ill. Dix helped create institutions and asylums in the U.S.
Born on April 4, 1802, in Hampton, Maine, at a young age, Dorothea Dix had a passion for teaching, and at the age of 14, she began teaching school. In 1819, when she returned to Boston, Dix founded the Dix Mansion School for Girls. Here is where, in 1824, she began writing textbooks, her most famous book being Conversations on Common Things.
Dix was an educator and social reformer whose devotion to the welfare of the mentally ill led to widespread international reforms. Dix's reforms focused primarily on the betterment of mental health institutions, improvement of the living conditions of the mentally ill, and restoring the dignity of persons.
In 1841, Dorothea Dix began teaching Sunday school at the East Cambridge Jail, a women's prison where Dix found the treatment of the mentally ill appalling. Dix crafted a document that was presented to the Massachusetts state legislature, asking the court to increase the budget to expand the hospitals. Dix, not satisfied with the reforms made from the Massachusetts state legislation, Dix toured various countries documenting the treatment of the patients, campaigned for the establishment of human asylums for the mentally ill, and in addition she wanted to establish or add on to the existing hospitals throughout the U.S.
By insulin therapy was so-called dry shock involving a full brain seizure.
President Roosevelt attended Groton School for Boys, a prestigious Episcopal preparatory school in Massachusetts. Episcopal.
Glucose, given by nasal tube or by injection, was needed to bring patients out of their insulin-induced coma.
At the start of the Civil War in 1861, Dix immediately volunteered her services and was named Superintendent of Nurses. Although Dix was efficient and focused, she was often criticized for her rigid nature. Many thought that she didn't have the social skills to navigate the military's bureaucracy. Dix once said, "I come as the advocate of helpless, forgotten, insane men and women, of being sunk to a condition from which the unconcerned world would start with horror." In 1870, Dix contracted malaria, causing her to abandon excessive traveling. Although Dix couldn't travel, she continued to write and lobby for her causes. Dorothy Dix, true to her words, kept that promise to the day she died on July 17, 1887.